What's going on, guys? It's another Sunday edition to the Landscaping to the Point podcast. We are live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube, live everywhere in the United States, hopefully, and all over the world. So, welcome back to the show. We're going to have a great time. I'm your host, Scott. We have Josh right below me and JC at the bottom today. What's up, fellas? How's everything going with you guys?
What is
Peachy.
happening, man?
Peachy?
Peachy.
Peachy? He must be eating a lot of peaches. Then, if you're peachy, you said you were eating
Clementines.
an orange, man. That's different.
Clementines.
Clementines.
That's an odd combination with what you're drinking. Eating that.
Well, I got my peanut butter filled pretzels too.
Okay, yeah. You gotta have your pretzels, with your drinks. I mean, that's. I just bought some the other yesterday that were peanut butter filled pretzels with white chocolate over top of them. They were pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deadly. That's trouble.
Yes, it is. It's some real bad trouble.
You know what's
Hey, Steve.
underrated? An underrated snack, man. I think it's as you get older, you learn to appreciate cheese and crackers a lot better.
Oh yeah. I think so.
I bought a box of saltine crackers yesterday for that purpose. That's so fucking funny you said that. I was at the market and I bought a pound of American cheese. And I was like, dude, I used to eat that shit all the time. But you're right.
Right.
Like, all-time snack, dude.
Oh heck yeah. I love saltines. I'll tell you that. I'll just sit there and eat a whole box if I can sometimes. Like they're actually worth it.
Where you put like
So-
some cheese and pepperoni or cheese and salami in there. Oh, don't
Oh
forget.
yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's the best. It's like the poor man's lunchable, but I'll take it any day. I'll take it any day, dude.
Well, the price of deli meat. I don't know if it's a poor man's lunchable anymore.
Well, I mean,
No.
super expensive, man.
Heck yeah. It's what is it for a pound of like ham for you guys?
Wow.
Ham's
I don't
on
know. I don't know about ham. I bought like a pound of turkey, man, and that was like $7.
Wow.
Well, I buy mine from Whole Foods,
Okay.
and I bought a pound. Yeah, it was about $15 for the pound.
Geez, what are they taking the cows out and slapping them with grass and hay or what?
It's supposed to be healthier, cleaner, grass fed. I don't know.
It makes one sandwich. I could
Yeah.
eat a pound of ham in one sandwich.
Yeah. I mean, it's about $10 by us, but yeah, I mean that's not bad actually. I mean that's about normal across the United States, I think.
Dude, the
Yeah.
cheese is ridiculous. The cheese is like fucking $10 a pound. It's fucking
heck yeah.
absurd.
Yeah, cheese is outrageous anywhere you go, man.
I went in
Yeah.
today. I got Parmesan Reggiano, Parmesan mozzarella, sliced American cheese, and some other fancy shit I can't pronounce. And that shit was probably like $60, $70.
Shit.
You guys
Like,
got to
yeah.
go low key with the cheese whiz.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, dude. That was something in high school, dude. I used to carry around a can of cheese whiz every day, dude. Some crackers.
Yeah.
That was the bomb then. Yeah. So today's topic is random free advice. So this is a little thing that I feel like sometimes we get the advice that people think that we already know and might know it a little bit different than them and think that, the advice is better than theirs. So what's some free advice that you've received from somebody that's just random that you've probably already known for years?
Use coupons when you buy deli meat.
They don't do coupons anymore.
They don't?
I don't know.
I never use them. Piece of advice that I already know that somebody told me. Shab. Piece of advice I already know that someone told me. I don't know. I mean, you got your fucking typical like slow down, smell the roses shit. Fucking I don't know. Pull out, fucking
Pull out. Come on, that's old. I feel like it's just funny how some people just come up to you and just say like, "Oh, you need to cut your grass this way, or you should be cutting the grass this way." You know, I get some customers every once in a while like, "Oh, you're doing a great job," but I think if you cut it this way and you cut it this way and then cut it that way, and I'm like, well, have you seen it the last couple of weeks? Because I mean, we do change the patterns. Like, it's not like we're not doing that, you know, like we're doing it. Just maybe you're not checking out the lawn every week or whatever. So, you know,
I feel like I've never had anybody give me advice like that. But you know what's funny? Like when I watch like the Instagram reels and the YouTube videos of like landscape plow guys, like some guys take it so fucking serious. The comments are like, "You're not doing that right, bro. You fucking, you're a fucking hack, dude. You fucking leaving rooster tails when you're mowing and you're plowing and blah blah blah." It's like, dude, fucking recording it for social media. Like, calm down.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think it's funny as heck. Now, I think sometimes people make you pay for free advice that should be free. Would you ever pay for a company to give you free advice, Josh? Let's say a guy that's been in it 10 years wants to give you some advice on something, but he wants you to pay you. He wants you to pay him $600 for a free hour worth of advice. Would you do it?
No. I mean, I'm really fucking cheap, as we've heard this before, so I'm not paying for advice. I honestly think that I fill my network with knowledgeable people, and we're all fairly open to our skill level and our experiences, where we kind of bounce off each other and, you know, kind of share, you know, skills and abilities and, you know, new finds and stuff. So I get some people don't have the network. Some people may not have the mentor or like, you know, the positive business minded figure to really kind of guide them through, and they have to pay that. But again, we've talked about it before, you know, consider the source. You know, just because a guy's been in business 10 years, you know, is he in the same element as you? You know, you always got to be careful where you're getting your info from and kind of do your research prior.
Right.
Again, there's a network of guys right now in the green industry. They all recycle each other's bullshit, you know, and they're selling the same course for like $100 more, you know.
Right.
And I feel like they'll steal it from Mike Bedell. So
I compare that to like hiring a prostitute versus going to a bar and picking up a chick. You know, like no, as funny as it is, it's serious, because like you could pay for it, right? But wouldn't you rather like seek the knowledge on your own, or at least try to like work towards improving yourself by finding out, like asking the right people, like Josh says, you know, finding a network of people that you could go to. And again, it's a stupid analogy, right? But like, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna get paid. I'm not gonna pay. Like, I'm gonna go find out. Like, I'm gonna be like, man, I got it on my own.
Right.
High five.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of like, there's so many people out there that want to charge you for their advice. And I agree with you both on that. And I tell you, you know, I think there's plenty of things out there. There's plenty of people that can help you find the advice. Josh can't hold it today.
You have like, no, but I'm going to continue on this rant.
All right.
Because it's like hubris, right? Like,
right.
You know, your shit doesn't stink.
Right.
Your shit stinks just like everybody else's. So why am I going to pay to smell your shit if I can smell somebody else's for free?
Correct. I mean, correct. I think there's a lot of stuff out there you can learn from, you know, other people or watching people or, you know, I mean, think about it. There's so many people that have YouTube that literally put this stuff out for free. And then you have those ones that are like wanting to charge you to give you, the same advice like Josh is saying, that it's just recycled content that is just everybody's doing. So it's just, bringing back and forth, So I feel like sometimes it's just easier to just go out there like JC saying and just find it yourself. I mean, you can find anything out there on the internet.
But like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I listened to like the Paul Jameson thing a couple times and the Julio, and the amount of times I heard like the advice and references around like the Dave Ramsey stuff. Like, again, this is what I mean by recycled. So like, if you research enough, a lot of this shit you can find for free. It's the same sense. Maybe you like the delivery that one of these guys gives to you, but I just feel like it's all kind of common sense in there, to figure it out and do a little bit of footwork. I mean, some people like the easy way, you get it from one guy or multiple guys. Maybe if you hear it from 15 different sources, but consider the source.
Right. Okay. So now let's say this. Like, okay, Mark Bradley has those masterminds. Would you go to a mastermind class that Mark Bradley's having I think he was charging like $300 between him, I think a CPA that's been in business 30 years and some other, big billionaire. Would you go to something like that?
All right. So can I jump in on that one?
Yes. Oh yeah. I want to know your point.
When it comes to the money that you invest in yourself, you gotta get your money's worth. And I think prioritize what you want to do. If it's knowledge-based stuff, you need to learn that stuff on your own, as far as like, maybe organizing a business or running a business or finding people that are experienced, that have done it for years, and find out through them. But like, if you want to improve or you want to learn something new, like for example, when you go to Equip Expo, you could sign up for like a hardscape course, or you could sign up for a pesticide course to gain knowledge on pesticides and how to apply it. Things that are going to bring you money. But I think like if you invest your money in a hardscape, like how to do patios, and you're watching someone show you how to do it, that's a better investment than blowing your money on something that you don't need to blow your money on.
Right. Yeah. Right. I think there's a lot of things you can, like that, like stuff that you want to expand your business on, that's definitely a plus. Maybe helping your mindset on different business things, but a lot of that, some of them people that have that advice is just recycled content too, and I think when you go to Equip, you're going to get more hands-on stuff. You're going to get to learn more and be able to sit there. Because I've been on one of the panels before, and they, people want to ask you the questions that you're not even talking about. They want to know the ins and outs of, a certain thing that you're talking about. So you're going to get more, I would say, one-on-one talk about a certain thing than you are compared to, talking to somebody that might have done it, maybe not have done it, but, he found out from Joe Blow, but he's going to charge you $300, and Equip's going to be what? I think, what is it? Like maybe sometimes the stuff's free. Sometimes it's $100 for one of the things that Equip, compared to, $500 for 1 hour. I don't think it's worth, $500 for some,
even like even go to like a college course, invest in, some type of training.
Right.
Not so much advice, but like a training course on how to do things properly, how to, they are out there. It's just a matter of trying to find them. Or find somebody that does something like snow removal that you've never done before. Tag along with them. Hey, work for them a little bit, and kind of learn how they do things and watch how they do things.
Agriculture schools. If you're looking at agriculture schools, what most counties have, there's usually certificate classes you can take as an adult after. ICPI, which is the Paver Institute. That's all over the country, and that teaches you a lot. That's paver certification. They'll teach you install techniques. Up here there was a gentleman by the name of Bill Gardocki. I don't think he's teaching anymore. I think he's retired, but very, very good teacher, and would not just teach you just the install technique, but like staging and placement for best efficiencies and getting your production rates out, and that's invaluable. Anybody can learn how to throw a paver down and cut it. But, as far as like paying attention again to your production rates and making sure you're getting the most out of your day is huge. It's stuff you don't even think about, that this guy's been around for a while. And CMA is another one. You can take online training courses on how to build retaining walls and techniques. I think the pesticide thing will vary from state to state just because application laws. But yeah, I mean, again, I feel like any Aggie school will offer some sort of course, like as far as like adult education and continued education. But like the Mark Bradley thing, like I don't know enough about Mark Bradley. I follow him. He's kind of coming off as a little bit of a douche lately, like on the Instagram stuff. And I get it. It all comes down to like the Grant Cardone style of the world. Like you're going to post your vacation picture and what you see the success. Obviously, LMN is successful. I don't really know enough about him prior to LMN. Maybe if I did my research and see how his business does in general, like, again, anybody can teach a course, but if they got a failing business, fuck you going to take advice from them for,
Right. I think you can certain things you can learn from easily like that. Doing an ag class, like, I know there's certain people, you pay not much to do continued education, but I think that's that's something that you want to do to boost your stuff or go to the ag to get a license. That's going to help build your business. I think that's worth taking that. But to get free advice on how you're going to do something. I mean, to me, I kind of, I'm like, there's plenty of guys out there that are networking that are willing to talk to you and help you out with that kind of stuff for free than compared to charge you for it.
Well, think of someone like, and again, I don't know this for a fact, but think of like Uncle Paul, right? Paul Camara. Paul strikes me as the type of gentleman that you can buy him a cup of coffee and pick his brain, or, ask to come out on a site with him and learn a few things, and the guys in the generational business where, it's successful. He has the social proof. I mean, his company's there, it's been around for a while. So, he's doing something right.
Right.
Whereas like you got these guys that are advertising classes that you don't know if there's anything behind it besides they're a successful solo guy. And it's not that tough to be a successful solo guy. It's usually when you start trying to get to that next stage and then getting over the hump, But I think if you just network with your local veterans and, get some advice and, buy them a coffee, buy them lunch or a beer, I think you get a lot of information out of that.
I'll tell you, the best day to get over the hump is hump day. It's the best day. I mean, it's the best day. You just walk right over that hump on hump day. So, I mean, that's the best thing to do. Brightstone says he did some breakout classes with the NLAP's conference in Florida a couple years ago, and it was actually very good and very effective. And I think, doing something like that through, a national association, they're going to give you the right stuff. They're going to give you the right information that you need to know, and not just some bullshit stuff that, somebody just came up with out of their head. So definitely great conference. If something in your state is having something like that, or, NLAP is coming down, or, even going to Equip, that's a perfect place to get some good advice and get, even, you're getting in there and networking with people too, that are in the same industry. That's going to help you. And I think that's the best thing.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm a member of SEMA, Snow and Ice Management Association. And when you asked earlier about, advice that you already know, nothing I know it all.
Right.
But a lot of the stuff that I got off there, like I already knew. And I know there's like maybe a few techniques off the courses you could buy. I think I was expecting a little bit more of it or from it. Maybe like the network capability is a little bit bigger, when you go to the events. But a lot of that stuff that's on that SIMA board is kind of like shit that was like, all right, like kind of do that shit already. Like, I don't know if that just came with experience or I talked to enough people, to realize some of that stuff.
Right. Right. So, have you gone to any of this SEMA conferences?
No.
No.
The same Siporiums, whatever they are, Siporiums,
Yeah.
no, not yet. I might. The more and more we start stretching for snow, I might. And honestly, a lot of it is just kind of the edge. I always search for the educational aspect, but a lot of it, like for stuff like that, I feel for me would be more networking in my region to kind of deal with like bigger players and get involved and take that next step.
Yeah, I think it would be good. Good if you can. I mean, too bad you didn't want to come all the way this way because there's one in Grand Rapids this year, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So,
What's that for SEMA?
yeah,
SEMA? What are we calling it?
yep, SEMA. It's all the same, right? But yeah, I think that's one of the best things. JC, you had a question last week, and I think you asked it to us outside. I want to see if you wanted to ask it to all the rest of the viewers on what's something that popped up in your head last week. A question.
You're gonna have to remind me because I got short-term memory. So
It was something about what's your favorite dinosaur. There you go.
oh yeah. Cool. All right, yeah. So let me find the official name for this, but I think it's the Brontosaurus is my favorite dinosaur.
But it was like a something else. It was like a Triton
Oh,
source or something like that, wasn't it?
it was the largest dinosaur to exist. Hold on, it's Patagotitan.
Had to go Titan. That sounds like something out of Godzilla. You know what I'm saying?
So if that's a scientific name, but the it goes by like the average Joe name is the Titanosaur. Titanosaur. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's
That's
like,
pretty cool.
It's like one of those. It has like the long neck and everything, and like just. But it's weird. The largest dinosaurs were all like plant based, vegans pretty much. Like
Wow.
they didn't hunt other animals.
Right.
But yeah. Hey, random free advice, life advice. One of the ones that stick with me the most, that resonates a lot, is something that we tend to forget a lot, and we usually just kind of go with the crowd. But form your own opinions of people. Sometimes in life, right, you'll have people like, oh, that guy's an asshole over there. Oh, that guy's a jerk. He's gonna rip you off and stuff like that. Like, and then what happens is people will assume, oh yeah, that guy's an asshole, right?
Right.
And they'll avoid him. But if you take the time to figure out like your own opinions of people and get to know people, sometimes you may be surprised and realize that the asshole was the person that said that person was an asshole. But I think all too often, like, it's like that high school mentality. People will say things about people and the rumors, and people will believe them like they're gospel, instead of finding out for yourself. Like, if someone were to tell you, hey, the best way to do to run your business is this way, and you just automatically believe it and start doing it, and it doesn't work out for you, why would you take that person's word for it? You might try it, or you might try your own system and find out that what you're doing works better for you than what somebody else told you.
Right. I think there's a lot of people, and I know that there's a lot of people that came out through the woodworks, especially with the election this year, that literally like just turned and said like, well, I don't want nothing to do with them because of who they voted for, and I think that, like you were saying, keep your own opinions to yourself, and like there's kind of like, there's tons of people out there that are differently viewed, you know what I'm saying? Not all of us are the same. So we're all going to have different views on this stuff. We're all going to have different people we like Josh. I mean, he doesn't like, certain people too. So
I'm a big mouth though. If I don't like you, I'll fucking tell you.
well, yeah.
And I'll tell you why too. That's the thing.
Right.
I don't fuck around, dude.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I think that there was a lot of people that came out that said they didn't like this person, or they couldn't talk to this person because they voted for this person. I think it's just funny. Like it really is. It's just funny. Like, I mean, we're all here together, it's still America. I mean, come on, like literally, come on.
What point did they prove by turning their back on someone they've been friends with years? And again, it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to even be about the election. It could be just like something else. Like somebody said something about somebody, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to talk to that guy anymore.
Right. Your perfect example would be about 10 years ago. Someone on Facebook posted a dress and something about the color of the dress.
Oh yeah.
And people were like breaking up friendships because the arguments of what color the dress was. It was worse than the fucking election.
I think it was red and green, but I mean,
I can't remember. I thought it was a darker tint or something like that. Like it was like two complete opposites, like gold and blue or something. Yeah, red and green.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's just ridiculous sometimes, I want to thank everybody that's on Instagram and YouTube watching. Thank you guys for watching. I think it's just one of those things that you come up with some weird things, and like breaking friendships over it it's just beyond.
It's a real one though.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
What's a real one is the fight between Android and Apple.
Oh my god!
And then when you do a group message and everybody has an app, like an iPhone, and then there's one person that has an Android, like that.
Isn't Scott has the Android?
Yeah,
Scott I got an Android. What's wrong with that?
We
Seriously,
formed our
own, go on that.
See, Josh and I have an iPhone, and we formed our own opinions about Scott. And despite the fact that he has an Android, we're still his friend. But,
yeah, I mean, most of the opinions are true, but it's still cool with them.
Okay. We're going to go on this. Okay. You want to go on this? Okay. We got some people on Instagram. Okay. Paul Camara, do you have an Android or an iPhone? Okay. We're going to start with that because I'm pretty sure he's got an Android.
Razor.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to say something, and Paul might not be my friend anymore after I say it. Paul has a jitterbug.
Sorry, Paul. Oh, so sorry, Paul.
And that's okay. I still like Paul. He has a jitterbug.
Right. But then see, you got like Don Stata from Stata Lawn. He's got an iPhone, so you guys are fine with him?
What kind of iPhone?
I don't know. I think it's like the iPhone 4 or something. Paul Camara says he's got a Nokia phone. Okay, just get with that. Okay,
playing Snake.
Brightstone has an Android, and I mean he's kind of right about it. Like, do we need to join a real world and all get iPhones? Is that what we all need to do? I mean,
you see how this is sparking up conversation? It's a big deal,
right? It is a big deal. I think there's so many people. And it's like it is funny. I mean, it really is funny because I do go to some places and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you a message. I'm gonna send you a picture through the iCloud," and you're like, "I don't have iCloud. I got Messenger. Like, what do you want to do? Just send me a picture, dude. Like, why is it gotta be through the iCloud? I don't get it.
Scott, I'm gonna airdrop you something. Oh wait, you can't do that.
Yeah, so you can't airdrop me. See. Maybe that's why it takes so long for your pictures you guys send to me come back over to me. Maybe that's why, because it's
Won't they come through pixelized on the Androids when you send them from an iPhone?
No. I mean, mine are actually mine are really clear. It's like I'm watching like 400 DPX or something. But I don't have problems with mine. Yours come across bad?
No, they're pretty good. Every Android owner I've ever met, when you question them, it turns into like an advertisement for fucking Android as to why and the features and everything.
Right. I think they're all different aspects, but yeah, I mean, that's one of those things that Josh Don says you take horrible pictures. There you go. That's why you got problems with yours.
So if in the comments, I don't know how many people we have on Instagram, but hopefully we have a few.
Yes, we do.
Right now, we have if you have iPhone or if you have an Android or if you have a jitterbug.
Jitterbug, yeah. I don't think anybody's got jitterbug anymore.
Don't they make iPhone Obama phones now?
I don't know if they do or not.
because those used to be like flip phones, and I thought like everything, like they got rid of those. So like now everything is like the preference is iPhone, like even like the government issued things.
Yeah, I think them are really interesting phones. I mean, to have. I mean, would you ever get one of them? No.
What an Obama phone?
Yeah, Obama phone.
It's fucking free. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. If it's free, it's for me.
Okay. So
I don't know if I could get one, but
you probably could. You probably could. I mean, you live in the city of Boston, so you're probably considered low income, really. So there you go. I mean,
I live outside Boston, but yeah.
pretty close. So I mean, we'll just consider it. Okay, they'll give it to you. Okay.
We'll see. I'm gonna apply for one later today.
Yeah.
You know what? If it's an iPhone, I'll give it to you. You can get rid of that fucking Android.
Okay, you send it to me. I want iPhone 16 though. Okay.
I don't even know what I have, to be honest with you.
Dude, this is crazy. I just Googled how to get an Obama phone, and you know WikiHow.
Yeah.
Like it has instructions step 1, step 2, step 3. There's the title of it is how to get an Obama phone. Like that's a real thing.
The Obama phones?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
It's not really called an Obama phone, but there's an article.
Well, they were issued during the Obama.
Did you look up exactly Obama phone?
I did.
Okay.
I think they were issued during the Obama administration. I think that's why I got the name. I think. I'm like, don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Like
here's a question for you. Here's a question for you guys. Okay. Rhinestone used to have a Nextel. I used to have a Nextel. Would you guys go back to a Nextel or like a BlackBerry?
I wish they still had Nextels right now.
Yeah, I do too.
I wasn't cool. I never had the Nextel.
Would you have just a pager?
No, you know what I had? I had the Nokia phone before smartphones was a thing where you could play like the Snake and stuff like that. Those are cool. And then people like in high school, people would like get the custom antenna that would like light up different colors. That was
Paul Camara says he loved Nextel. I mean, Nextel was the shit back then, dude. Really
it's funny. Nextel had made a small comeback, and this year I was looking for radios. We were covering such a wide area for snow, and I went hoping that Nextel still had something, but man, Nextel was it, man, especially for work.
Yeah, I think they had some really good features back then. So okay, so now let's get back to this iPhone. Now, what's a benefit to having an iPhone compared to an Android? Can you tell me that, both you guys?
Cool factor.
Yeah, what? Because it's just the same thing. It's just a phone.
I think I like the automatic sync to everything that like. So I have like the computer I'm on right now is a PC. But then, like, I got a Mac upstairs. Like, my main computer's a Mac, and everything links right up. It's quick. I had an Android back in the day, and I liked it because of the free features, the free music, the free downloads, the free apps. Everything on an iPhone you got to pay for. But I don't know, iPhone just seems so easy. You don't have to do shit. You know what I mean with anything.
Right. I get it. I mean,
I think they're the same, honestly. I think like if you've gotten used to using the Android, it's easy, and if you've gotten used to using the iPhone, it's easy. But yeah, you're right. Like iPhone, Apple is its own company, so it works better with the rest of their products, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a true statement because like if you have a Samsung phone and like I don't know, an Acer tablet, like they're both Android, so they still would work together. So I guess that's not a valid point.
Yeah, I mean, mine's all hooked up through Google, so everything goes through Google. So I mean, everything's literally just right back up there anyway. So I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, yeah, there's some, differences, and I think every phone's got differences. It just depends on what it is and kind of what you want. Like you said, the cool factor to it. So I mean, I just don't see paying like $1,500 for a cell phone. That's all.
Yeah, I guess you have more freedom with Android as far as like switching out phones, and I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we touched on that stuff. So you're touching on random free life advice.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, what's one free life advice that you got that, I mean, probably your wife's dad probably said don't marry her. Probably. That's probably the first one.
Well, he's dead, so no. I ain't
No,
gonna work out.
okay.
But, free life. Don't pee in public.
Well, yeah. Why would you do that? Right.
That could be sexual offense or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I think back in the day when I first started, we used to pee right at the truck. And I think that was one of the main things or find a tree or whatever. But nowadays, with all the cameras everywhere, like you can't do
All the
anything.
drones flying around right now.
Yeah, you can't do nothing, So, do you feel that that's an invasion of privacy with all the cameras that everybody's got?
That's a great
Invasion
question.
of privacy. I mean, if it's on you.
But let's say you're standing right at your truck at the street. A lot of these cameras can reach out to the street, depending on how far the cameras are from like the door cameras and all that. So, I feel like sometimes we as an advanced society are trying to get too much advancedness to know exactly, I know it's for security reasons, but you're getting farther out and seeing what's going on throughout the, everywhere, not just what's going on at your place.
So define privacy.
Because if you're peeing in public,
well, yeah, I'm not going to pee in public.
You're putting yourself out there,
Right. I mean, I feel like, if you're on somebody's property, it's not you're pretty much in their property. So it's not your privacy at that point. But if you're, say, out at the street and something happens, does it count as privacy or does it not count as privacy?
I'm going to say it doesn't count as privacy because you're like, if you're out on the street and you're doing something like the question you have to ask yourself is whether or not you have the right of expected privacy, like the expectation for privacy. So like if you're out in public, nothing's private. But if you're in your home, inside your home, then that's private. Like your cell phone, like is private. Inside your car to a degree is private.
But see, now we're getting dash cams in our cars. So a lot of there's hackers out there that can hack into all those cameras.
Mm.
So technically, is that, pretty much what you're doing in your own home, is that private anymore, or is it fair game because of the cameras?
No, it should be private. If someone's hacking into your computer system, then they're doing something illegal that they shouldn't be.
Yeah, but hacking you were able to hack in the early 2000s. I mean,
right.
Like, I knew how to run hack shit through fucking email and AIM back in the day, So I mean, that's the only thing different now is like what you choose to put in your home. Like you put an Alexa in your home, you bring in, Bluetooth devices. You have to kind of accept that, you kind of put in the liability in your house
out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's a good point. Very good points.
Hey, so for advice, like what about the bullshit advice? Like I never understood when someone would say you have to wait 15 minutes after eating before you go swimming.
But
like,
why? Why do we have to wait 15 minutes? I don't get that either.
Yeah, where did that come from? Like I don't think that's true.
I think it was an old wives' tale back in the day. I think that's what it was, to keep so that way the wives and the husbands could eat their dinner while their kids sat there and waited for them. Because think about it, back in my day, like, the parents would hurry up and make sure the kids got their food in. The food would get hurried up and ate, but they're still eating. They don't want to go out there and watch little Johnny jump in the pool and swim in the pool while they're trying to finish their food, correct? So maybe that
makes sense.
So now I can see where it's, one of those things like don't go out in the pool for 15, 20 minutes or a half hour or whatever.
Yeah, I want cheese and crackers now.
A little bit of ham. I'm telling you. Some saltines. Mm.
What was your favorite childhood snack?
Oh, it depends on when you were talking. I mean,
Like your elementary school snack.
elementary school snack. Oh, probably those the little crackers with the little cheese dip cups. And you used to rip them open and dip them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh used to like the fruit roll-ups.
My mother never bought them. My friends would have them. The Dungaroos, I think they're called.
Dude, you just freaking blew my mind.
Dunkaroos.
I'm coming over.
Oh,
I saw, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. My mind's blown. I was at CVS, and I walked by the shelf, and I did a double take. I was like, Dunkaroos are back, and I bought them.
They taste like shit now.
Yeah, man.
They don't. You realize all the artificial flavoring.
They're not the same at all, man.
that's the way a lot of that stuff is from when we used to have as childhood. It doesn't taste good anymore.
No.
And I think sometimes they've changed the recipe a little bit, or they've changed ingredients, and it just makes it worse. But I mean, for people that are younger, it still tastes the same.
You know what
yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
You know, my favorite childhood snack were those orange Hostess cupcakes with the swirls.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. The ding dongs.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Of course, you like ding dongs.
Paul Camaro says jumping and flipping in a pool isn't advised right after eating. So maybe that's why they said not to,
Well, I think it's intestinal, right? Your food hasn't
Right.
settled, and you can throw up. It's like the same thing like with the dogs. Your dogs aren't supposed to run around after they eat because they can twist their stomachs. I mean, humans not going to twist your stomach, and it might be just one of those things where a kid's stomach hasn't settled. Well, you see when a kid stuffs his face, they usually barf everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, Paul Camaro says ring dings are tiny now. What do you think about like the food as when we were younger? It was a bigger portion, and now it's smaller, way smaller.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very.
I think it's more expensive.
Yeah, and it is getting more expensive. I think it's funny because of like how do you say it? Like I was at the store today and looking at a bag of Doritos. Was kind of like the bag of Doritos are pretty much almost like the very snack size that I used to buy when I was a kid for $1 is now $3. Yeah. And so you're like, do I really want to buy that $3 bag of snack size Doritos really now or what? It's amazing.
Very true.
Yeah,
man. You know what I like the Devil Dogs. They were the. No, were those the Devil Dogs? The ones that were peanut butter.
So I was waiting for my turn there. So
okay.
Funny Bones.
Funny Bones, yep.
Funny Bones. That was my grandmother got me into those, and that was my childhood treat. And they went away for a very long time.
Funny Bones. I've never heard of Funny Bones. I'll have to look that up.
If you freeze them, they're the best.
It's It's a Hostess product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suzy Q's.
Suzy Q's. Okay.
Paul knows what those are.
Yeah.
He knows what the Suzy Q's are.
Yeah. I'll have to look those up. We used to have a Hostess store where I know when we were younger, it was like a discount Hostess store that you could go in and get everything even less than what it was in the store. So it was pretty awesome to have that.
You know what a big one was for me? Is the Table Talk pies, the Boston cream Table Talk pies.
Oh, they don't know about that, Josh.
That's just in New England. That's not like
It's not. We don't have Boston cream pies out here. Sorry, man.
No, but they don't know Table Talk. I think it's like East Coast maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Paul Boston cream donuts out there?
No,
we don't have tabletop.
So Scott, these are like individually sized pies.
Okay.
But they're like that round, and like you got your traditional apple pie, cherry pie, blueberry pie, cherry pie, and they have like Boston cream, but we have a company. It's called Table Talk, and I think they are the originators of personal pies, and they used to
Okay.
be like, Josh, it used to be like a quarter each, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can get 4 for $1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now they're like $1.25 each. But
Yeah. Hold on, I'm
See, we
trying
used to have like, I know Hostess makes it. It was like a pie, but it was in a pastry. Like the apple pie was in a pastry.
oh my god, you just freaking reminded me.
the little burrito, the little like
Yes,
empanada
the
shaped
burrito
pie.
one.
Yeah, I love those with
Do
the
you
glaze on the outside.
Do you
Yeah.
remember
Yes.
do you
Yes.
remember the Ninja Turtle ones? They were
What?
green with
No.
yes. Look, yep. So you will remember them when I show you the picture. It was back when the Ninja Turtles movie Secret of the Ooze came out.
Okay.
So Hostess made a special edition Turtles pie, and it was green, but the inside had like a custard filling in it.
Wow.
Never,
So was it like a lemon custard?
Not a lemon custard. It was kind of just like a regular like vanilla
Pudding?
flavored, pudding.
those Hostess apple pies are a big contribution to why I'm a fat fuck now. I was like eating those on the daily, dude. I would go in and get one because like I to this day, dude, I love those things. Like the glazed frosting
Yes.
outside.
Oh,
man.
yeah. They're hard to find out here now, but there's our one gas station right down the road has an Amish company that makes the same kind of things with like their apple that look like it. They make caramel apple, they make blueberry cherry, they make all the different flavors, dude, and it's just
Dude, if you actually come up here this summer, we're gonna get you Table Talk pies. We're gonna get you Boston cream donuts. We're gonna take you to the north end to get you lobster tails. Dude,
I'm gonna be a fat fuck.
we're gonna bring it all back to the Midwest with you, and y'all gonna be like, "Yo, what's all these goodies out here from the Northeast and Boston boys taking care of us?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun.
So I sent the picture, but I don't know if Scott, you'll get it on
It'll
your
take
end,
me
but-
probably like 6 hours before I get the picture.
Bro, I've never seen those. Holy shit!
Yeah.
What, dude? I would have killed for those when I was a kid. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They look fucking disgusting.
No, they were good.
They look probably bad, dude. I'll tell you that much. I would not eat them, dude. I'll tell you that much.
They were
But how
good.
many things? Okay, how many things did you eat as a kid that were nasty looking, and now you'd look at them and be like, "I'm not touching that."
Oh man.
Dude, I grew up on like food pantry, like old school food pantry, government fucking food. So,
Right. But there had to be something there that you would be like, "No, I'm not touching that."
Oh, corn pops. I don't know how I ate those as a kid.
I love those things.
They're disgusting.
Corn
The
pops are
cereal,
not bad.
it would leave your breath like toxic afterwards, man.
I'd say Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is one that I would not touch anymore. Like I used to touch it when I was younger, but now I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
When it gets all wet,
Yeah. Like, yeah, Fruity Pebbles for sure. Corn Pops, yeah, I can't do that. What about like Cookie Crisp? I could do Cookie Crisp.
oh, Cookie Crisp was good. Captain Crunch is really good. I mean, I love
Captain
Captain
Crunch is
Crunch.
my go. That's my dude. It's like two things
Crunch
I can
berries.
live off: Captain Crunch and mint chocolate chip ice cream. Hell yeah.
Okay, I see your pictures now. Oh yeah, that Ninja Turtle one sucks, dude. I would not. No.
No, it's
See,
good.
there's the Android factor. He's just getting the fucking pictures.
And I got the Table Talk pies. They kind of look like. I mean, there is a place here that makes those, but it's not Table Talk.
So
yeah.
Table Talk, I think, was like the original. Like what Jensen was saying, it's like it was the original.
See now, this is better. This is the best right here. I'll tell you this much. Crunch
Yeah,
berry.
No,
Dude,
this one's better. This one's better.
This one,
Nope.
this
This one's
regular,
better.
I
Which
agree.
one do you
the
want?
original.
original. Do you
The
want the
original.
original with everything, or do you just like not the berries at all?
Bro,
Not the berries, the original.
I ate the
Yeah,
all
with the
berries
berries.
one, and I pooped purple.
You purple. Why would you poop purple? Like, what did you mix them together or something?
No, I didn't do it on purpose. Like, it wasn't like that was in this like I ate the all berries and like next thing you know, like my poop is purple.
Oh my gosh. Paul Camara says the canned pasta Chef Boyardee. He would not touch
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The specialty
totally
was when
agree
you
with-
got the one with the meatballs in it.
Oh,
The beef ravioli.
oh, dude, that's just no way, dude. No way. No more. I could not eat that. No more.
But you know what though? After being an adult and eating like authentic Italian food,
Right.
and then regretting that shit like a few years ago, dude, it tastes fucking horrible. Like Jesus.
Yes. I agree with you. I agree
No matter
with
what you season it with, dude, it's fucking horrible.
you. Yeah. It's just I think it's just there's so many things nowadays that when we were kids it was like your mom would fix it to you, you'd eat it. You didn't matter, you were hungry, you'd eat the crap out of it. Now it's just like, nah, I don't want to even touch it. You know,
one
and
thing that hasn't changed, ramen. Like
Ramen,
the ramen noodles.
yeah.
Like the big
I-
box, the red, the orange, the red and orange ones, the beef and
Yep.
chicken. That's the one. I got
Chicken,
a
shrimp.
case in my
Oh.
kid. Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. I would not change that. Definitely not.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking hungry now. Damn.
Would you get the ones that were in the cup already, or the ones in the bag?
No, not cup of soup, but the squared baggy ones with the
Yes.
hold on, I'll show you. Hold on.
The seasoning, right?
Yeah, with the seasoning. Something my brother actually taught me, and I'll tell you what, I love to eat it. I'll wait till Josh gets back here because literally ramen, if you do this to the ramen, it is the best. And you actually crush it up and then just put your seasoning on it when it's dry, and it tastes like just chicken chips.
Yeah, it's new in jail.
Yeah.
So you eat it raw?
Yeah. You eat it raw.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? Nothing. It's like if you don't have, let's say if you're out on a job and you don't have water and you don't want to cook it, you could literally just go ahead and just break it up, put the seasoning on it, and eat it.
That doesn't sound legal.
It's good, dude. My brother has like probably like 50 different ways that he can make ramen.
Josh, do you
And
eat it
not
raw?
ramen.
No, I would never eat it raw. How many times your brother been to prison?
0. 0.
That's when
He
you
just knows a couple guys. Okay.
the prison
Yeah.
snacks are the honey buns with the peanut butter. You put the peanut butter on top of it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I couldn't eat that no more, dude. Honey buns just
That's if you have commissary. Like that's fucking like specialty, bro. You gotta think of like contraband shit, man.
yeah.
You
I
get
don't
like
know,
you get like 3 peanut butter packets and 2 honey buns, and you squeeze the peanut butter on top of the honey buns.
yeah,
And
definitely.
then you get the instant coffee.
Instant coffee. What are you gonna do with the instant coffee? Put it on top?
That's jail food, man. That's your breakfast.
Yeah. I think you guys know more than I do. I'd say that much. Oh,
And then you fight over the microwave, you know?
yeah. What's one drink that you drank when you were a kid that you wouldn't drink again?
I don't know, man, because I mean there was a lot of drinks that I drank as a kid that I don't drink as an adult. But if I saw it at the store, I'd be like, "Oh, I want to try it again."
What about Yoo-Hoo?
I never did that. No,
Never did Yoo-Hoo?
I never got into chocolate milk or anything like that. I used to drink a lot of Sprite when I was young, but I don't anymore. And it's not that I don't dislike it, but I like Coke better.
What about I drank Jolt. I don't know if you guys drank Jolt before.
That's why you drink energy drinks now, because you.
That's probably. That's from. I think drinking the energy drinks is from the years of drinking a case of Mountain Dew a day. That's my problem. Now it's forced me into drinking energy drinks.
When I was a kid, we would get the little bottles of it was called New York Seltzer, and it wasn't seltzer; it was sugar water. But it had flavors. It was soda. It was delicious.
You know what? When I grew up on, We called them onesies. They were like you bought them in a case, and they were like these little juices that came like in a clear barrel with like the tinfoil
Tiny,
caps.
tiny
I don't know what
jugs.
they call
Tiny
them here, but
jugs.
we call them onesies.
I remember
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
Tiny jugs. Yep. You could just slam those things back when you were younger, dude.
Yeah, you get the blueberry ones and the red ones were the best ones. But you would get a case back then for probably like fucking $3.
Right. Yeah. Now it's probably like $20 for a case, probably if they still sell them.
I don't even think they still make them. You'd have to go to like a neighborhood shop somewhere that knows how to get them.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of sugar. That's all.
Probably like 138% added sugar. Fucking
That's why our generation is all diabetics.
yeah, or crackheads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it was a good talk this episode. I think we've learned some things. We've had some free advice on what not to eat anymore, what not to drink. Our
Can we
favorite
talk
diet-
about landscaping?
Well, this is not landscaping today. Yeah, we didn't
Landscaping
talk
to the point. We didn't get to the point.
yes, we didn't get to the point today. The point is don't take random free advice and pay for it. There we go.
Don't be in public. All right.
Yeah, don't pee in public. There's lots of cameras out there. Don't eat Chef Boyardee in a can no more, please, because it's not tasty.
Buy an iPhone, not an Android.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, get an iPhone. It's better. I mean, we've had some really great points today. I really do think we got to the point. So I want to thank everybody for listening, watching us. Everybody that's been on YouTube today, everybody that's been on Instagram. And if you're listening to us and continue to listen to us weekly on Spotify, Boots on Ground Radio on Thursdays at noon. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely like and subscribe and check us out anywhere we're at because we're definitely all over the place. And thanks to Cujo and to our other sponsor that Josh loves, which is Pro Parts Direct, where you can get all your parts direct real quick. Right, Josh? So
Unless you call Turf Depot in Salem, New Hampshire, then you ain't getting shit.
so go to Pro